I couldn't get on here fast enough. I couldn't get on here fast enough when I heard people are trying to blame my son. I couldn't get on here fast enough. Couldn't get on here fast enough. I thought I heard someone who I've never met in my life coming on here trying to blame my son. Someone whom I've never met in my life trying to come on here and blame my son for the sick and disgusting things that my daughter's father was doing. This is not a game. This is not a game. How dare you? How dare you blame this on an innocent child? You talk about you got proof? You have proof? I've got proof right here. Right here. Show me your paperwork. Show me your paperwork. You talk about I am saying something different than when I was in court. Honey, you weren't even there. Seeing you in my life. It's not very good. Oh my gosh. Y'all want to see my protective order? Y'all want to see my protective order right here? I'm going to cover my daughter's name. I'm going to cover my daughter's name. In the case of a vulnerable adult and a minor child, a relative, there is a preponderance of the evidence to believe that the respondent committed the following acts of abuse. Statutory abuse of a child, R word, or a statutory S offense. Father has been coming into two-year-old and 4-year-old daughter's rooms and SAing them. This is from the judge. There's the case number. It matches the records. There's the proof. There's the proof. There's the proof. I'm done. That's all. I'm done.
Oh, she's mad. She's angry. And I don't blame her, you guys. I don't blame her. Because I don't understand how somebody can come and say that what this lady is saying is not true when they didn't live in that house. You know, they didn't live in that house. They're not even saying that they've heard something different from a child. But anyway, guys, let me not confuse you. Hi, everybody. Welcome to my channel. Make sure that you are subscribed. But don't forget to like the video as well. So listen, you guys, I wanted to do a follow-up on this story because I had done the original video where I was talking about this influencer called the New Trophy Wife, where she had come out with a video telling us that her child or two of her children were violated by a man that she was married to. Horrible story. I had done that story on my channel. Now, you guys, after that, of course, people had questions here and there, you guys. I think for me, the questions were more about, the timelines, because people are talking about different kind of timelines in terms of when she met this man and when they got married and all of that. But all of that didn't matter when it came to the story of her husband having done that to their children. Even if she had met this man and married him after 2 days, it did not mean that this man didn't do it. Even if she waited 5 years to marry this man, it did not mean that this man didn't do it. Okay. So what happened was, after a few days, somebody posted a video, and I will put it here, you guys, when I'm done talking. Somebody had come out to say that she is the niece of the husband. Okay, so the husband is her uncle. I had a problem just right there. Okay, so she is coming out to say everything that the trophy wife is saying is not true. Let me tell you something, you guys. One thing about pedophiles, or no, we'll say pedophiles because we don't want to say that word. One thing about pedophiles, when they are uncles, the nieces and nephews are the first people that they would violate. And I wouldn't be shocked at all if this niece right here that is coming to defend him, if she really is his niece, if she's really his niece, I wouldn't be surprised if this one is defending him, but she's also a victim. because they all start at home. If you can do it to your own children, what about your niece? You know? And if somebody is an pedophile, you guys, their families know it. They might be in denial, but deep down they know that they have a pedophile in their family. But they will still come and defend the pedophile. Sometimes it's not even about money. Most of the time it's about money. If somebody can provide for their family, the family is likely to defend them. But let me tell you something. They would even defend the poorest of the poorest uncles when it comes to this issue. So I don't know if this is somebody that we can really listen to as far as the story is concerned. I feel like the reliable source here is the mother, because I just feel like I believe that with everything that we are seeing in terms of how she met this man, she could have done better, you guys. She could have done better. She could have made better decisions. But there's nothing that makes me feel like she would lie about that, because one thing that that woman loved was the life she was living. Look at her videos. She liked living a very comfortable life. So now the niece is saying that it's her son that did that to her daughter. Now, if that had happened, I don't think that she would accuse the man. Because the first video that she came out with, I felt like she was crying more about the fact that her life as a trophy wife was over than she was crying about her child. Because she did love the life that she was living. So if there was no reason to move out of the house, why would you take your daughters and your sons if one of your sons is not going to, he's the one that is victimizing your child? It doesn't make sense. Another thing is that this niece here says that according to what I know and what I've been told. Oh, I was like, so basically she's the same as us, because she was told a story. And chances are she was told a story by her own uncle. And you know what probably followed after the story? It was a notification from the bank, because this man has money. It's very likely to be a case of him paying her to say what she's saying in the video, where she's saying that the mother is lying. And also, if you were such a close niece to this situation, how come the wife doesn't know you? And you were not the one that she called upon to say, listen, I'm in trouble with my children. I need a place to stay. You must not be that close to the situation then. I feel like there are big possibilities that this woman was paid to come out here and defend her uncle. But we have also seen families do it for free. And they don't do it when men are rich, they do it even when men are poor. There are always family members, and it will be women that will defend the person to the grave. And do not be surprised if one of those people that are defending the man have been violated as well, in the same way. It's almost like they're saying, how dare you expose a secret that all of us as a family have been able to keep under the carpet. Now you come into the family, just this one thing happens, now you expose our whole secret. Nobody wants to deal with it. Even people that have gone through it don't want to deal with it. So I wouldn't be surprised if this woman, if she's really a nurse, number one, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody finds out that she's not even related to this man. But if she is, I wouldn't be surprised if she's also a victim. I wouldn't be surprised if she has been paid to say what she's saying here. I wouldn't be surprised if her whole life is funded by this man, because he is trying to make sure that whatever it is that he has done, because I do believe that each of us don't just do one thing. They don't wake up just one day and be like, what can I do to my child? No. They are like, that's who they are. They are like that. So if you have one victim, you probably have another and another one and another one and another one. And most of them would be in the family. And some, the neighbors, and some, the friends' kids. So basically, they need to investigate everybody in the family, because this man might have touched all of the children in the family. Because when you have an uncle like this, they will find a way. They will find a way to get close to a child to do that to them. So for me, you guys, I just don't feel like she is reliable enough, this lady. And the fact that the wife is saying, listen, I don't even know you for you to even say that I'm lying. Okay. She also talks about the money situation, because this lady now has a GoFundMe where she's asking people for donations. Okay. And when she went there with the money, I felt like it's kind of like a jealousy situation where she's like, how dare she get money from this situation? Now, you guys, listen. I am one that is very skeptical when it comes to donations, because I always feel like I'm not going to donate to you for your breakup, because recently people just be asking for breakup donations. Okay, I broke up with my man, please donate. I'm getting a divorce, please donate. Okay, I don't understand those things. Okay, break up with a man, figure your life out. Why are we donating? So I'm like that when it comes to these donations. But I did feel like with her when she was talking about that money situation, that I was sensing just a little bit of jealousy in that, in the way that she was talking about it. She cannot believe that people are actually donating to this woman. Okay, she also says that, you guys, that the kids love their father so much. Of course, what child doesn't love their father? Kids will love their father even after the father has violated them in that way, because for them it's just a confusing situation. He is my father, I love him, but that does not mean that he didn't do what I am saying he did. I think that, you guys, the trophy wife was not perfect. I feel like there are decisions that she made that even I myself don't understand. Like I said on my other video, if a man has violated you 4 times, that man is not safe to keep around your children. It's very easy to make that decision. There's no way that you can sit and say, my children are safe with this man when he has violated you 4 times. That is me. That's why on my video I was saying, even though I don't want to blame the victim, but I feel like for herself, she needs to take accountability just for herself, so that in the future she makes better decisions just for herself. She needs to take accountability for the fact that even though this man had violated her so many times, she still made a decision to stay in that marriage. And because she stayed longer in that marriage, that violation happened to her children. That's what she needs to take accountability for. So it's not everybody to blame. The violation itself, it's the husband. It's the husband. I believe that he did it. If the child says that it's my father, then it is the father, unless the story changes later on. But if a child says it's the father, then it is the father. But when it comes to her taking accountability for something in the situation, you stayed in a relationship, you brought your children into a relationship that you yourself knew it wasn't safe. How did you think it was going to be safe for your kids? But that does not mean that she's lying about what she's saying when it comes to her children. Okay. Listen, you guys. This news for me, I don't believe, but I will put her video here. Maybe you guys will feel like she is believable, you know. I it's almost like I feel like I wish that she hadn't brought the story to like the internet, the trophy wife. But at the same time, I feel like she was living basically her whole life on the internet. And I guess she wanted to explain why she had disappeared. That's why she came back and told the story. So even when I want to say she shouldn't have brought it online, I kind of understand. But I'm hearing a lot of people saying this was not something that she should have brought online, especially because it affects her child. Everybody that knows her children. So everybody, even if they were not going to find out about the story, now they are going to know about the story. But at the same time, things like this happen in families. So when are we going to just be open and talk about it? Well, this is what he did. That's why I left him, because he did that to my kids. Also, you guys, this lady claims that the husband is the one that is divorcing the trophy wife. Even that, you guys, I'm like, even if he is the one that's divorcing her, does it mean that he didn't do it? Absolutely not. And she also says that this woman is making these claims because of divorce. But the understanding is that she left him when she found out about the situation. So it wasn't like they were going through a divorce and then she found out about the situation. The way that she told the story was like she had to escape the house after finding out about the situation, immediately after she found out about the situation. So the story of the niece, you guys, I was even making notes and I was like, it's just not coming together nicely. It's not coming together nicely. And it would be better if it was really like a close family member, like maybe her sister that is saying this. So if she's saying she's never met you, like, come you know. But okay, guys, yo, listen, I believe that woman. I believe her children were violated. And I believe her when she says it is her husband. I think that this needs that it was horrible that she is trying to blame a son, you guys. I think that it's horrible. But she does look like a paid actress. Tell us about your childhood, honey, because we're ready to hear about it. And we wouldn't be surprised if things happened between you and this man. Anyway, you guys, thank you for watching this video. I'll put a clip in here so that you can just listen for yourself to what Denise is saying. But I'm not liking her, okay? Thank you so much.
From what I've been seeing and what I've been told, she thought that she was getting a come up with my uncle. But then when things didn't go her way and she pretty much seen that she could no longer hide the things that she was doing behind closed doors, she ended up trying to find a different route, which was to come on here and lie to you all and tell you that her daughter had been touched by her dad, which that is not the case. Her daughter had been touched by her son, and she didn't want anybody to know because she wanted to try to make it seem like my uncle was the bad guy because she wasn't getting what she wanted in the divorce. I always think that they're the bad guys because it goes both ways. And I am a mother of a black little boy. So for me, I can understand why she would want to cover up for her son, but at the same time, me personally, if my son is doing anything like that and I have other kids, I want to get him the best help possible away from his siblings until he is confirmed better. And I know he's no longer a threat to the other kids in the house, because you can't just sit over there and single out one kid and be like, oh, I'm going to protect this one, but whatever happens to the other ones just happens. That's not okay. And then you want to sit over here and portray to these women out here that, oh, it's okay to be a trophy wife. Just go for that rich man type deal. No, how about go get your own money? How about